morning, everyone. What is it? Who knows who Ralph Smart is? Ralph Smart? Raising the frequency, raising the vibration. So, welcome to Unity of Calvary, everybody. My name is Anthony. The band and I are going to do a song to help you get in the zone. If you know it, you're welcome to sing or hum along or roll around on the floor or something. Whatever you prefer. And then when we're done this, we're going to do a few songs together. Yes, the center of the heart. Here we are at the perfect time, in the perfect place, showing up an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here, we all play our part. Here's an invitation to the center of the heart. Take my hand, here we go, what's the plan, we don't have to know, take a breath, make a start, welcome home to the center of the heart. Here we are at the perfect time, in the perfect place, showing up with an open mind and all this space. Anything can happen here, we all play our part. We're all in this together at the center of the heart. Take my hand, here we go, what's the plan, we don't have to know, take a breath, make a start, welcome home to the center of the heart, welcome home to the center of the heart, welcome home to the center of the heart. You are all welcome to stand up and join us. We're going to do, I think, I release and I let go.
Test.
Everybody say good morning to Gavin on the drums.
Good morning, Gavin.
How you doing? I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. My faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Everybody say good morning to Chad on the bass. How you doing? There is enough love here inside this room to heal my heart of all that it's been through. There is enough love here right where we are. Oh, let that love come flowing through my heart. There is enough love here inside this room to heal your heart of all that it's been through. There is enough love here right where we are. Let's let that love come flowing through your heart. There is enough love here inside this room to heal our world of all that it's been through. There is enough love here right where we are. Let's let that love come flowing through our hearts. There is enough love here inside this room to heal our world of all that it's been through. There is enough love here right where we are. Let's let that love come flowing through our hearts. There is enough love here inside this room to heal our world of all that it's been through. There is enough love here right where we are. Let's let that love come flowing through our hearts. Let's
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Calgary. We're just so delighted to be gathering in the energy and the light and the excitement as we move into the Christmas season. And this actually is the first Sunday of Advent, and we'll be talking about that. But if this is your first time here at Unity, my name is Katie Grinham, and I am part of the energy and the love that keeps things rolling here. As you saw this morning, there are many, many hands and many, many hearts that create and transform this into sacred space every Sunday morning. And the music you heard this morning was some of our music that will be at our Metaphysical Christmas candlelight service. So, more about that as we journey in. But let's take a moment to arrive, shall we? So I invite you to kind of settle into your seat, get comfortable, and if you're willing to close your eyes as we begin with an affirmative prayer. Here in Unity, we believe prayer is to affirm the truth of who we are, that we are love, that we are light, and all the goodness of the world is ours to flow through us and live, each and every moment inspired and whole. So take a deep breath in and slowly out. And just take a moment to tune into your heart and see how it feels this morning. Is it excited? Is it nervous? Is it sleepy? However you are, please know you are welcome here, for it is in the authenticity of each of us that we connect and grow and learn from each other. And gently letting go. And I invite you to keep your heart and mind open to receive whatever it is for your highest good this morning as we journey together in our Sunday experience. And so it is. This is, believe it or not, the first Sunday of Advent. There are 4 Sundays in Advent, and though Unity has a very progressive look at spirituality and learning and expansion, we hold to the tradition of Advent because it's about spiritual preparation. And isn't that what life is really about? We're always preparing ourselves and opening ourselves more fully all the time to experience Spirit moving through us, to connect to people in our lives. So this morning we look at the evergreen wreath, the symbol and the circle of life, for there is no beginning and no end. And the evergreen aspect of it is to know that Spirit, love, light, God, the divine feminine, however you relate to that, is within us and flowing always. In the journey, the preparation of Advent, each week represents something different. And this morning, the first Sunday, traditionally is faith. In Unity, we add hope and faith together. For we believe that you can't really, that they're interchangeable, right? It's when you're struggling to have faith, you have hope. And then hope unfolds into faith. And we're going to have to use our imaginations this morning. Okay, Bob. We're going to ceremonially use this.
Katie,
due to the fire regulations here, we can't actually light anything.
Sorry, Katie, before we continue, just quickly, we're having some technical difficulties. So some of our family is at home, watching at home, and apparently we're having trouble with the video. So if you have a cell phone, if you're not worried about the babysitter calling you, can you just turn it off or turn it to airplane mode? We're not sure if that's what's going on, but we're thinking that there's some sort of interference with the Wi-Fi, so Katie is kind of glitching on the screen. We want everybody at home to be able to see her in real life, in real time, and smooth. Sorry, thanks.
No, that's excellent. And I didn't do the welcome to everybody online. I get so excited. As you saw this morning, we were transforming this space into all our Christmas things, and it's always such an emotional thing for me to see all the treasures of Christmas coming out. Am I good to go now? Tech people? Okay, I'm going to journey on here. So given that we are in this lovely community center, they have fire regulations. So we're going to pretend. Yes, can you see the light? It's a test. If you see the light here, then you are very spiritually involved. That's right. And if you can't, well, practice up for next week. The first candle is the candle of faith and hope. And we enter into that energy for this week and knowing that faith is the assurance of things unseen coming forth. So let's affirm together what it is, why we come together. Why does it matter? Well, we created a statement that we think expresses that, and we'd love you to join us in this statement. We are here as love to celebrate the one power, the one presence in our lives, in this community, and in the universe. And to speak a little bit more about faith and hope is in our daily word, and I would like to call up Cecil Wartner, a member of our spiritual leadership team, to give us the daily word. And the daily word is something that is exactly that, a creation that you can read each and every day to keep you flowing and connected to spirit.
Thank you, Katie. Good morning. I've just got to say this. Charles Fillmore loved red cars. So I was told when I was in Sunday school. And the car must have meant something because the Daily Word, when it first came out, the editor was Frank B. Whitney. And his words were, "The Daily Word is your spiritual manual." Charles liked that too. This morning, our Bible verse is from the Psalms, Psalm 62, verse 5. "For God alone my soul waits in silence, for my hope is from him." This Advent, my hope leads me to an unwavering faith in God. My belief in goodness of the world, others, myself, and God begins with hope. Maybe hope is all I can muster after a period of doubt or disappointment. As I feel hopeful, I begin to believe that new possibilities and better outcomes are available to me. My hopeful feelings lead to faith, a certainty that goodness I could only sense before is the actual nature of life. With faith, I now direct my thoughts towards goodness, wholeness, and my heart's desires. With gratitude for my awakening, I use faith to dismantle doubt and limitation. I hold only the best thoughts of myself. I know and feel in the depths of my soul that the good I desire is already mine. With unwavering faith and deep gratitude, I claim it now. Thank you.
Thank you, Cecil. And if you would like to be one of our daily word readers, we would love to have your presence and your voice up here. And when you came in where you hung your coat, there's a place where you can sign up to do the daily word. And we would just love you to step out and take a chance to do the daily word. Unity of Calgary is part of a worldwide movement. There are centers all over the world that are bringing this message, this idea. What would it be like if when we looked at people, we really saw that they were spiritual beings? Could we be a little kinder, more generous, more accepting? And we believe that the more that we affirm this and live from this, the stronger it becomes in us. So let us affirm together the worldwide vision. We envision a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And how we do that here is with our mission. This is something that we believe and we use to guide us each and every day. So together, we are a welcoming, vibrant, spiritual community that inspires hearts and transforms lives by expressing our divine essence. And for any of you that have been coming, even for just a few weeks, you'll begin to notice the changes in yourself and each other, because that's really what it's about. It's about learning to be all that you are. And it's kind of a weird juxtaposition that we have to learn to be ourselves, isn't it? But really, we just have to release and let go, like the band told us. I have a few announcements here I'd like to share with you. Christmas season, of course, is a time when we have lots of activity. Next Sunday, December 5th, will be our annual tree decorating. And so we'll be bringing our Christmas tree in, and when you arrive, everyone will get a Christmas decoration, and then we'll come up one by one, social distancing, of course, coming up and creating the beautiful tree for the season. So it's a lovely little ceremony, and hope that you'll join us for that at the beginning of next week. And then our speaker is Monica Kramer, and she's going to be speaking on living life to the fullest. Because in the month of December, the theme is all about that, living life, right? So first we let go in November, and then we move into a whole new energy of joy and self-expression. So we'd love you to come, and what she says here is, no matter what is going on around us, there's always a way to enjoy life. We have spiritual principles guiding us, and we have the best of intentions. And yet, at times, we have apprehensions to claim our good. So she's going to be talking with us a bit about how can we do that more in our daily lives. So that is next week. And today, November 25th, exciting to tell you that it's movie matinee. So this afternoon at 2:30, we'll be watching the movie Reconnect. And it is, I don't know that much about this movie. other than our spiritual leadership had a look at it and said that they thought it was about that journey of reconnecting when we feel separate and alone. And so we'd love you to come and join us. There is a love donation of $10 to join. And then after we watch the movie, then we kind of sit in a circle and discuss what each of us got out of it. You know, if you like, you don't have to say anything, but whatever it is that you found valuable, and it's quite enriching, so I hope you'll join us for that. Then, coming up after that, the highlight of our Christmas season, pretty much the highlight of our year, to be honest. It is our Unity Metaphysical Christmas candle lighting service. And this is a beautiful event, obviously held in the evening, where we will come together in song and story. And we'll be looking at the Christmas story as though every character within the Christmas story is an aspect of ourselves. Isn't that intriguing? So we'll be looking to see, you know, where the aspect of the wise men and women are within us, where we are the expectant, like Mary. And it's quite a journey. It's beautifully written. I think you'll really enjoy the story. So I hope that you'll come and have a look at how Christmas can still be alive as we prepare for the birth of the Christ within. Then on December 19th will be our family Christmas sing-along. So we'll have more music, lots of different stories, poems, that kind of thing. We won't have a speaker, but it'll be more of a celebration. So we'll hope that you'll come there. And then if that's not enough, after Christmas, the Sunday right after, because Giving Christmas is a Saturday, on the 26th, we'll be doing Burning Bowl and Letter to God, which is a ceremony of letting go and releasing and claiming our good. So we'll speak a little bit more about the Burning Bowl and the Letter to God as we go forward. And then, into the new year, January 2nd will be Whitestone, where we have a fresh new start. So as you can see, there's quite a journey that you can take if you're open and wanting to receive. And if you can't come to one or two of those, it's fine. Each one stands on its own, but we would just love to have you be part of whatever you feel is good to know. The best thing to do is to sign up for our newsletter. You can do that at the table where Claude's sitting, because then you get all the information and the times and all that stuff for the Christmas season. So we'd love you to do that. And you can also go to our website at unityofcalgary.org. All right, well, that was a lot of talking. How about a little music, Anthony? Let's make sure everybody's still connected and not drifted away. So please enjoy the music of Anthony Burbage and the band.
Let's all say good morning to Bob. Bob somehow does guitar and is handling the sound at the same time. He's like a monkey. He can use all his limbs. So this is a song. Apparently, I wrote this a lot longer ago than I thought, in 2006. And for me, in the last 20 months or so, what I've noticed is that there are lots of triggers and hooks. Triggers that are triggering me and hooks that are pulling me in. And I keep getting out of my zone where I know that I am not of this world. And I keep getting sucked into this world. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but and every time there were a few days this last week where everything was like, yeah, it's the zone, and then there was some news, and then the news, and then that, and right. And one of the things that I really appreciate about being here at Unity is that when I am out of my spiritual zone, other people are in their spiritual zone. And someone like Bob Elwood, I can always rely on him to say, wait a second, over here. It's all illusion out there, right? And so this song is really about going within and reconnecting with the true self and being grounded while everything else is going on around you. Deep in my cells, the wells of hunger, I am longing to be healed. And as I go within and under, what was hidden is revealed. And I exalt the oneness that gave me breath. I exalt the oneness that gives me breath. And I fall deep into who I truly am. And there I find that I was always one with all there is, and that I am that I am. Deep beyond my mind, I find a silence, and I can feel I'm letting go. And I can sense that something greater is waiting to take hold. And there beyond my suffering, I am well, so I let go of my suffering, and I am well. And I fall deep into who I truly am. And there I find that I was always one with all there is, and that I am that I am. And I fall deep into who I truly am. And there I find that I was always one with all there is, and that I am that I am, and that I am that I am. Oh yes, I am that I am.
Ooh, that's a goosebumper, isn't it? That's one of my favorites, but I have lots of favorites of the band. I shouldn't say that. I do have a lot of favorites. Anthony is a brilliant songwriter, and we're very gifted.
Yeah.
Lucky to have his gifts, rather. All right, I hope out in Facebook land and YouTube we're all good. Have everybody with us again? Our community is very willing to just embrace people where we are. So as you'll see, some people are feeling not quite ready, or for health reasons, or for just personal or schedule reasons, not with us in the physical here. And if sometime you can't come here, you're welcome to watch us on Facebook and YouTube as well. But however you are, we're just happy everybody's with us. Welcome, everyone. I think we're all good to go now. So, just in time for our guest speaker this morning. Well, we can't really call her a guest speaker because she's one of our original members of Unity of Calgary. And if I had to list all the different jobs she's done, that would be her talk time. So, but currently, Alara holds the energy of prayer, of sacred service and sacred ceremony. She is the prayer guide trainer. She supports people in expanding their prayer life and learning how to use it as an affirmative thing, a way of being in life. And she's going to talk about that in her talk, as well as on our theme of release. So today, her topic is, the power of release is essential to our being the light of the world. So please welcome the lovely Miss Alara Payten.
You can take this away. All right. Whew, so lovely to see you all here as we get to explore this topic of release. I'm going to use this, but not exclusively, so let me just move it out of the way a little bit. And I know I don't have too big of a window to move around in, but Katie, if you would be able to bring me the drum, and I actually had a backpack up here, because I need that backpack for my talk. That's why I was sitting there. Thanks, Anthony. All right. There were a lot of details going on this morning. I probably didn't talk enough to the tech team about. We're going to be doing a little ceremony later, tech team, and I'll get the prayer chaplains up here, and we'll do our best to stay in your window, but you might need to adjust the camera angle a little bit. So release is one of the powers that Charles and Myrtle Fillmore were intuitively guided to bring forth as a practice, that we as divine beings have divine powers, and release is one of them. And why is release essential to us being the light of the world? Well, if we don't have the capacity in our physical bodies to release what we don't need, we know what happens there. And we can get spiritual constipation as well as physical constipation. So we need to release. And our very breath of life must have release. We can't just take in. I was a physical therapist under my legal name, Brenda Gibbs, for 22 years. And I know that if you do not breathe out properly and well and fully, you are not going to be able to breathe in fully. If you know anyone who has chronic obstructive pulmonary disease where their lungs are hyperinflated, they can't exhale all of the carbon dioxide. And so they can't inhale good enriched oxygen. And so they're short of breath because they've got this carbon dioxide laden air in their lungs. So our release is as important as taking in. And when Charles developed this power, he actually named it renunciation. And this power has been called a variety of names over the years. Renunciation, letting go, release, denial, elimination. So all of those words and others might come forth as I share with you this topic of release and why it's absolutely essential for us to be the light of the world. And so we talked about prayer, the power of prayer. Katie did a lovely affirmative prayer to get us centered. We have a prayer team here. We have prayer guides. The power of prayer is one of the foundations on which Unity was founded. Prayer and meditation, healing services. Unity has a free little booklet, The Power of Prayer. You can get this online as a digital copy, and you can get your own paper copy. I usually do both. There's something about holding the paper, but I love having the digital copy readily available on my computer as well. So why is the power of prayer such a focus at Unity? And Katie did mention some of this. I'm going, oh my gosh, she's doing some of my talk, but they say repetition is good. So the power of prayer is for us our remembrance of our true divine nature. That's the core of it. And to help us understand affirmative prayer, and I'll talk about the use of denials in Unity for prayer, we use this book by Reverend Linda Martella Whitsett, who is, she's one of the head honchos at Silent Unity now, in our daily word booklet, etc. And she wrote a book, How to Pray Without Talking to God, and this is a prerequisite for people who want to be a part of our prayer team. We have a group of people who've taken this class, either with me or Reverend Pat Ball, so that we have a kind of a common container of prayer that when you put your names in the prayer box, or you submit your name through Unity prayer at unityofcalgary.org, the names are held in this container of remembering the true divine nature of every single name and every single circumstance that people are praying for, whether it's a challenge or a blessing. And the remembrance that no matter what's happening in their life that is challenging, that their true divine nature is not diminished. And if the prayer's for us, we remember my circumstances that are challenging me and trying me. And perhaps you have circumstances now or recently or in the past that brought you literally to your knees. And through the power of prayer, as we allow what wants to be felt and known, we also hold the container that nothing can stain our soul, nothing can diminish the truth of who we are. And this supports the principles of unity, that there's one power in one presence. It is everywhere present. It's the loving source of all that is. There is no other enduring power. And we call this presence by many names on this planet. You'll hear it reference this field of consciousness. Some will call it God, Goddess, Source, Universal Spirit, Universal Mind. And as we pray knowing our true divine nature and that this source is from which we come, we live and move, and we have our being as emanations of this eternal source. We are eternal expressions, and our purpose is to express our divine potential as realized and demonstrated by master teachers like Jesus, Yeshua, and other master teachers. And the more we awaken to our true divine nature, the more we can hold that truth for others in our world. And the more fully we express the one power and presence through our lives, and the more we actively participate in being the light of the world and having the capacity to shine, and to actively participate in, what was the vision? We're in shared spiritual awakening. We're an active part of this shared spiritual awakening. And so I did say in a little write-up, we have to give our talks titles in our little write-ups about 6 weeks ahead of time. You're going, I'm sitting there, okay, myself, what's going to come out of it? What am I going to speak about? And it's like, okay, well, how can I make it broad enough so that my life leads me into what's going to be talked about? And I said I'd bring forth some lived metaphors on release, on letting go, on denial, on elimination, etc. And as I was packing things up, I thought, well, I'll put them just put them in the bag. And I thought, how handy our backpacks. Anyone else have a backpack that you use? So handy. You know, this backpack went around Peru with me and Hawaii and other places when I was on my spiritual journey some years ago. And it's got a strap so I can get the weight off of my neck. It's got a chest strap. But you know, I don't carry this thing everywhere I go. It serves a purpose. And when it serves the purpose and it's well adjusted for me, then it's a blessing. But you can imagine wearing this for hour upon hour upon hour upon hour on your back, even if it is well balanced. It gets heavy. And through our wisdom of knowing when to hold on to something and when to take it off and lay it down to release it, when we're listening to our wisdom will tell us when we need to sit and take a break if we're on a long hike and actually take the weight off. But I know people who've been training in the past years who went to Kilimanjaro and on other long hikes, and they would take their backpack, start with light weights, and every day go a certain distance and increase the weights so that they could actually get stronger and have more power and more endurance. They use the resistance on purpose. But I don't think any of them wore their backpack to bed. Maybe some of them did, I don't know. But I've never worn my backpack to bed. Then the other lived metaphor I was introduced to: banana brownies from Blush Lane. I like bananas. They're loaded with nutrition. If you want potassium, if you want a little, need a little pick-me-up depending on how you are with your sugars and whatnot. I find these a great pick-me-up, but do you notice how they're kind of fragile? I actually wrapped this in bubble wrap to bring it. Because have you ever had a banana, you've been in your bag for half an hour and you take it out and it's all bruised? You thought, I was being really careful. So this banana has great nutrition, but I can't save it for the future. At some point, if I don't consume this, allow myself to take in the nurturance from it, and then eliminate whatever my body doesn't hold on to, it's going to eventually over-ripen, which means if it's really overripe, I could make actual banana cake or something, or I could freeze it. But I thought, this is so great. This is dehydrated. This is one banana. That's all that's in here. 100% banana. And the goodness of the banana has been compressed down and dehydrated. And I can release the banana skin. I can release the need to be concerned that my banana's not going to be in good shape for me to be able to eat it if I'm on a hike, or if I'm going camping for a few days and I'm concerned. I can take this compressed nurturance and goodness with me and use it and release what is not durable to go forth in the future. And what got me started in this actually was the story that they catch monkeys by having a container with an opening big enough that they can get their hand in, and it's got bananas in it. The monkey puts his hand in, grabs the banana, and then is trying to pull the banana out, and they catch the monkey. Now we, as conscious beings that we are, being able to be witnesses to what's happening and to auto-correct and be spontaneously creative, we might say, oh, well, I'll hold on to the end and I'll pull it out this way. And then I won't get trapped. I won't get trapped by holding on to my banana, whatever this banana is. This is some experience in your life that you feel you want to hold on to. It's important to you. There's value in it. But you don't want to be captivated by it or become captured by it. You don't want to become imprisoned by holding on. And so I thought, well, if we were able to hold on and relax the hand, then we would be able to pull that out. But I also believe by the power of the consciousness that we have as human beings, we could imagine taking that experience that can degrade and oxidize and not be helpful for the future. We have the capacity with our consciousness to condense the goodness of that experience and to be able to take our hand out of that and to be able to take the goodness of that experience with us wherever we go and use that experience to nurture ourselves now and in future moments of now. Let's see, what else have I got in here? Katie, keep me on track for time. Now, if we imagine the goodness, the wisdom of lived experience being captured in what it is we find of value to hold on to. I saw these little baubles. They're just little dollar store plastic baubles, little facets. And this reminds me of the wisdom of the life experiences we've had. We learn through the very experiences of our life. And I had a neighbor whose son was an adopted young man who had fetal alcohol syndrome. And this mother said, the biggest challenge is he doesn't remember his learning. We have to go over it and over it and over it. And he makes the same mistakes over and over again. Well, have you ever found yourself reliving certain scenarios? And you go, why is this happening to me again? It can be exhausting. We can lose faith. We can be holding on to hope by a thread because why is this happening to me again? Well, what if we didn't gather and utilize and integrate the wisdom of our experiences? What if we say, I'll just pretend that didn't happen. I'll rise above it. Spiritual bypassing, you might hear that in Unity once in a while. Sometimes you want a spiritual bypass. But they say our subconscious is 95% of how we're making decisions and is our driver, and 5% consciousness. What if we need to make conscious the aspects of experiences that we've had so we can make more and more empowered and wise choices and decisions on the fly? You notice that, how important it is to be flexible. And if we have not integrated the very experiences of our life, if we've not allowed ourselves to be learnable and teachable and adaptable, then why is this happening to me again might be coming out of your mouth. I believe we're multifaceted personalities, that we're not just one aspect of personality. If you know me from other areas of my life, I've got other aspects that aren't appropriate to be presenting right here. And, if I'm on the floor cooing with a little baby and making gaga noises, that's an aspect of personality. It's all part of me, but we're expressing different aspects of expression. And so I love that little bauble, just that reminder. I'm a multifaceted being. I also believe we're multidimensional. And so as we access our multidimensionality, we have greater and greater ability to know what to hold on to, what to release, what to integrate, what are the wisdom gifts, what am I to lay down. So I have a saying that I'm going to lay something down on the altar of love. You know, if I've got a burden, if I'm carrying something, I've got this little water bottle here I'm just going to take out. You've probably heard the scenario at, some kind of a class or developmental seminar. If we take this water bottle, which isn't very heavy, but I hold it out here, how long do you think it's going to take before my arm gets really tired? Like 2 minutes? It doesn't take very long. Have you ever tried that? So I might have something that's of value. I want to have this water when I need it, but I don't want to carry it out here. I'll carry it how it serves me, but perhaps there will come a time where I go, you know what? I just need to lay that down for a minute. It's really heavy, like taking off the backpack. I just need to take it off for a while. And I have in my imagination a sacred heart chamber here in my heart. It's my sacred heart wisdom. My different aspects of personality, my different archetypes, my different ways of being. And at the center of that sacred heart chamber is an altar. And when I feel a weariness, a sense of, I just can't carry this anymore, I don't want to carry this anymore, but it's important to me, it might be really important to you, and you just need to lay it down for a while. And so when I lay it on the altar of love, and I have a trust and a knowing that the love and the wisdom of my true divine nature, of the source of all being, can create miracles as I just lay it down in the altar of love. And I can pick it up when it's time to pick it up. And I notice quite often when I pick it up, something's changed. I still want to carry it. I'm feeling called to be present to it. It's important to me. And when I pick it up, there can be a lightness there or an aha there, an understanding that wasn't there when I laid it down, when it felt too heavy to carry, when I felt overburdened, overwhelmed, etc., etc. Use whatever word appeals to you. And so, using prayer as a method for being able to release, for even a little while, something that we find important, or to find the courage, the strength, the wisdom to release something that needs to not be a part of our lives. We use the power of prayer here to remind ourselves, as I said before, anything in the circumstances of our life cannot stain our soul. It cannot diminish our true divine nature. And as we remember our true divine nature, that can undergird the challenges that we're having in the moment to give more ease and more flow to what is occurring and to help us develop our wisdom as we are teachable and learnable and adaptable. And so we have a prayer, it used to be called prayer chaplain. We're now called prayer guides. That seems more appropriate for our community, that those that hold us in prayer and the prayer chaplains, who any of you who are active voting members in the past or now have said, yes, I'd like to have a prayer chaplain pray with me monthly. No, I totally went like blank. I have no idea what the sentence was going before that. Listen, that. Did you ever have that happen? You try total blank. Where was I going with that? Okay, let me see if I can get back on track. Yes. So our prayer chaplains. I just forgot. I'm going to take you into meditation before we do the prayer chaplain part. And once we're into quiet Anthony, after Anthony's going to lead us in the song, but I will be doing my drum heartbeat during my meditation, Anthony, so I won't need any of your music during meditation. And so let's sing together.
Needing any of your music.
Just during the meditation. We're only releasing you for that little bit. This is a song that the prayer chaplains use in their training and with the Life of Prayer class. So this is by Daniel Nahmod. I invite you to deepen into the words, even if you've sung it before.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
As I pray, as I remember my true divine nature, I go deeper into the knowing of my true origins, my true essence, my true powers as a being of light, an emanation of life itself. I say yes to the taking in of the breath and the letting out. I say yes to the chambers of my heart that fill with blood and then empty, allowing my blood to move around my body, bringing the nurturance of oxygen and removing the carbon dioxide that I release to the trees. I say yes that my heartbeat is in harmony with the heartbeat of the earth and the cosmos. I say yes to the taking in and the letting out. I say yes to receiving and giving. I honor the sacred reciprocity of life and my growing wisdom to know what to keep, what to pass on, what to let go of, as I harvest and gather the wisdom of my lived experience of life. I am the I am that I am.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
Our Unity of Calgary Chaplain program was recently renamed the Prayer Guide Program and was started in 2016 under the guidance of Reverend Pat Ball, who was our mentor minister for many years here at Unity. And I was formally trained to be the Unity of Calgary trainer in 2016 and have been the prayer program coordinator since its inception. Our prayer guides are those that have felt the call to use prayer as a foundation of their life, and they are willing, committed individuals who, 1, hold the spiritual high watch with each individual they pray with, 2, lovingly listen to the prayer request, 3, pray from the heart, and 4, keep in confidence what they hear during times of prayer. Our active voting members of Unity of Calgary who wish to can receive a monthly wellness call from their assigned prayer guide, who will ask them if they would like an affirmative prayer for themselves or others, for a challenge that is happening, or for a blessing, to celebrate a blessing. We don't just pray for challenges, help with challenges. And the prayer guides, before all of the restrictions with the situation going on around the world, we would also provide 20 minutes of in-person prayer guiding here at Unity of Calgary. And we look forward to that being what we can offer to you again in the future when it's appropriate. And so together with our virtual prayer team, the prayer guides form the basis for the spiritual consciousness of love, compassion, community, oneness with Source and each other, which are foundational to Unity of Calgary. In this ceremony today, we're doing 3 things. Firstly, we are officially consecrating our newest prayer guide, Cecil Wantner, who completed over 50 hours of training in the autumn of 2019, plus ongoing prayer practice for a few months before joining active service as a prayer guide in March of 2020. By providing prayer wellness calls to our members. And due to the challenges of the pandemic that also happened at that same time and the roller coaster ride, it never got done. And so we never officially recognized him. For that, I humbly apologize to Cecil and the community. And secondly, we are honoring the sacred service to our community by 3 senior prayer guides who have stepped down from active service this year. Janice Butler and Katie Grinham were part of the inaugural training in 2016, and Pearl Graham was a part of the training in 2017. Thirdly, we're honoring 3 prayer guides who feel the heart call to provide ongoing active prayer guide support to our community for the foreseeable future. These prayer guides are Cecil Wantner, Merlin Kinsey, and myself. So if you can come forward when I call your name. Cecil, if you can come forth first, please. And so we say thank you, Cecil, for answering the heart call to provide sacred service to our community as an active prayer guide. We know that you are deeply committed to supporting this community in your role as spiritual leader, part of the spiritual leadership team, and we're delighted that you also feel that you have the time, energy, and desire to also support as a prayer guide. We say thank you. And Janice Butler, Katie Grinham, and Pearl Graham, if you could come forth, please. Perhaps if you come behind here, let's have you come so that you can be in the, hopefully in the video. And so these are our senior prayer chaplains who have served since 2016 or 2017, and we say thank you, dear ones, for your sacred service to our community over these years. And we honor that your inner wisdom deemed it was time to step down from active service as a prayer guide. We know that you remain, please know, and we know that you remain as an integral part of this consciousness of prayer that undergirds Unity of Calgary and has undergirded the Unity movement since its inception, and that you are continuing to hold the high watch for our spiritual community through the consciousness of prayer as we evolve together in our shared spiritual awakening. And I don't see Merlin here. Somehow we've missing Merlin. Perhaps she's out in online. Merlin. So Merlin, if you imagine Merlin Kinsey, our beautiful Merlin Kinsey being up here, she would be coming forth. And this is where I'm going to hand over to Bob as he's going to continue this little ceremony, because I'm going to step back and be a part of it. Well, here, how about we bring it out here for you?
And now, active prayer guides, Cecil Wantner, Merlin Kinsey. Oh, there
here's
she is.
Merlin. Wonderful.
Yay.
Come on up, Merlin.
Come on up, Merlin. Woo.
Could Merlin come over here and you just move over there a little bit? That'd be wonderful.
Would you like to
No.
invite her up? No?
And so Merlin Kinsey, here we have in the flesh.
Yay. All right, let's begin again. And now, active prayer guides Cecil Wantner, Merlin Kinsey, and Alara Payten, in the heart of sacred service, which has led you to this moment of conscious commitment, I invite you to your heart's base, and if your heart says yes, I ask that you respond with the words I am to these questions. Are you willing to accept this commitment and dedication? Are you willing to do your best to remember your oneness with Source and stay Source-centered? Are you willing to do your best to stay personally prayed upon? Prayed up. Prayed up. And are you willing to support the other members of the chaplain, of the prayer guide team? Blessed ones, you have said, yes, I will create a confidential, sacred space filled with compassion and love for those seeking it. And now, on behalf of our entire Unity of Calgary spiritual community, and I, as a representative of the spiritual leadership team here at Unity of Calgary, I say thank you, prayer guides. We are filled with gratitude and appreciation for each and every one of you. Your time, your energy, and your dedication are a gift to our community. We thank you for the many visible and invisible ripples of blessings which have been and will continue to be the results of your loving service. You are indeed a sacred gift to this community, and I would like to take this moment as a representative of our entire community and offer you each a yellow carnation, if you would please take one, and know that that yellow carnation is a symbol of the light that you are, Alara. And yes, and that yellow carnation is a symbol of the light that you are, Cecil. And that yellow carnation, Merlin, is a symbol of the light that you are. And we are all very grateful to have you as part of our community. Thank you very much. Aho. And now we are complete.
I have heard it said to get there I'll need a goal. I have heard it said I'm the one who's in control. And if I just try hard enough, oh, then one day I'll be at my best. And then everything I want so much will surely manifest. Oh, but where's the mystery in that? So I lay down my will, and I offer up my choice. I surrender all my plans, and your voice becomes my voice. I have heard that I can have the life I want, and that all I need to do is follow along. If I somehow manage all my thoughts, oh, then one day I'll be at my best. And then everything I visualize will surely manifest. Oh, but where's the mystery in that? So I lay down my will, and I offer up my choice. I surrender all my plans, and your voice becomes my voice. Oh, how long I have fought for how I thought my life should be. Now I see a bigger picture, it wasn't painted just for me. Oh, how hard I have held to a dream not meant to be. Now I see in my surrender, you have a greater plan for me. If I just let go, let it flow, oh, then right now here I can rest. And then things I never dreamed could be will surely manifest. Oh, behold the mystery in that. So I lay down my will,
and your voice becomes my voice.
Beautiful. Another original song from Anthony. Well, wow, Alara, that was quite the journey. Thank you so much for, first of all, giving a whole context to the idea of release and how prayer is a big part of that, and how we center in and get clear about what it is we do need to release and we do want to hang on to or process through in our lives in different ways. So thank you for that journey and the meditation. Wasn't it nice to have the drum this morning? Yeah, it was like I could just feel my heart beating along with you. And then, of course, to our prayer guides. If you haven't had prayer with our team, I invite you to experience that, and I will talk a little bit farther on about that. Anyway, so thank you all for that. And now it's time where we move into our place of giving and receiving. And this is where we realize that it takes a lot of energy and heartfelt focus to allow our community to thrive. And it is thriving and is amazing as we grow in this time of change. People realize the value of coming together in all the different forms that we are. And we're so grateful for our online community as well. You don't know what it means to us to know that you're watching each and every week. So now what we would like to do is actually just receive any donation that you are willing to make this morning, whether you do that online. I know for myself, I've gotten the habit now of doing it online. But if you have your offering here, or if you need an envelope, we have them in the back. You can put the offering in our little red bowls and know that who you are and what you share makes a difference. You're making this happen, all of you, so thank you so much, and we really appreciate that for you. And if you're wondering how to do it online, you would go to donate@unityofcalgary.org, and that's where you can send an e-transfer. So let's do a little singing about it. Singing is always the best way to make this kind of thing happen, isn't it? Let's stand up. Come on, everybody, move that body a little bit.
Everybody say hello to Vivian.
Hello, Vivian. Stand up and give with an open heart.
I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. I'm grateful for this moment. I am grateful for my life. And I trust that a higher power will always be there to provide. That's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. Well, I place my faith in the Spirit, and I welcome each and every day. When I let go of all my troubles and worries, a new abundance always comes my way. And that's why I give with an open heart. That's why I give with an open heart. I'm gonna give with an open heart. Yeah, I'm gonna give with an open heart.
Well, wasn't that a fantastic morning? Oh, Alara, you never let us down. Yeah. Now, when we get, here we are. Please join with me as we bless this morning's offering. Divine love has me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Well, I was just checking with John. John is our lovely person who keeps track of everybody who comes and goes. As we have a sign-in for COVID. And, also we love to know who is here. And we just had a lovely little family. I don't know how many they were. There were 6 of them from one, a pregnant mom and 3 children and a mom and dad. And they were here from North Carolina. Unity in North Carolina. And that's one of the cool things about Unity. I hope you take advantage of that when you travel. Look up and see, is there a Unity in the city you're visiting? Because it's really fun. And this summer, we actually had some here from Nigeria. And, when we say it's a worldwide organization and then someone from Nigeria is sitting there, you kind of go, okay, it's good. She's not lying to me. Anyway, so unfortunately they had to leave and oh yes, that's right. And we did have people from New York last week as well. So yeah, it's exciting and I invite you to take advantage of that yourself when you're traveling. So let's do our blessing for the children. We'll send that little blessing out following them. Let's affirm together. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way you are. Well, we've had lots to talk about prayer, so I'm going to be quite quick this morning on that part. But we do have our prayer box here that is where you can put the names of people in that you want to hold the highest for, as Alara mentioned. You can also connect with our prayer line. And you can send it into unityofcalgary.org by mail or prayer@unityofcalgary.org. There is also a 24-hour prayer line, which is 1-800-NOW-PRAY, which will connect you with Silent Unity. And we invite you to use that or give that to people you know. There are lots of people struggling, as we know. And I don't know about you, but my heart just aches at times when I think about no, wait a minute, I'm going to cancel that. My heart is healthy and strong. I have a good heart. I am not going to put that kind of statement out in the world. No, I have a healthy, vibrant heart, and my heart beats stronger. When I think about people who are having challenges, and in particular, our heart beating warm and healthy, go out to our lovely neighbors in BC. So many challenges with the weather, the flooding, it just goes on and on, the wind, the fires they had. So please see them all getting the care that they need and support. And there are some charities online that you can contribute to if that's something you would like to do. And know that prayer does make a difference, and we do hold them there. We also send our prayers to 2 other Unities, Unity of Ottawa this month and Unity York Region. So however you can share that, please know it makes a difference. And let's affirm together now our prayer of protection. And I'd like to imagine, let's just imagine this prayer of protection just going around the whole province of British Columbia, and particularly focusing on those people who need it most, right? Here we go. The light that is God surrounds them. I am the light. That'll be too hard. The love that is God enfolds me. I am the love. The power that is God protects me. I am the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. And so it is. Amen. All right, Anthony, let's have another song.
Yes, before we do the song, it's time to say hello to all of our family members who are at home.
Yes.
I'm just going to say hello, and then we can all greet them. Susan, Shona, Adele, Chris, Betty, Lorraine, Flo, Carrie, Wanda, and Wayne. Let's all say hello to my home.
Morning, morning. Hello, hello.
And there's 2 more people up here we haven't said hello to today. Let's say hello to Doug.
Hello, Doug.
And it's a pleasure to have Patty back with us. She hasn't been here in a while. Somehow it sounds different with her voice in the mix. All right, let's all stand and do one more song together before the final finale. Which one are you doing? On my own, I am only one. With your voice, I can do much more. I let go, and I'm not alone. You appear and lead me home. Sing through me. Sing through me. Use my voice, Spirit, won't you sing through me? Behind my walls I can feel so strong. With your love I can open up. So I let go and I'm not alone. You appear and I fall into your arms. Love through me. Love through me. Use my heart, Spirit, won't you love through me? All around there is so much hurt. With your power we can heal our world. So we let go and we're not alone. You appear and you heal us all. Heal through me. Heal through me. Use my life, Spirit, won't you heal through me? Sing through me. Sing through me. Use my voice, Spirit, won't you sing through me? Love through me. Heal through me. Sing
Woo! All right, beautiful. I can feel that happening already. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience for us running a little bit longer today because of our ceremonies. Please get connected and make sure you have all the information about joining us over this Christmas season. Thank you to Alara for sharing, to our prayer guides. And just before you all run away, Danelle, our newsletter person, would like a picture of the past, present, and people of, so we can have that for the newsletter. So just know that who you are and how you are makes a difference in the world, and just go out there and be all that you are. Thank you so much, and let's take it out into the world. Anthony? If you'd like to move around the room.
There be peace
Sing through me.
On my own, I am only one. With your voice, I can do much more. I let go and I'm not alone. You appear and lead me home. Sing through me. Sing through me. Use my voice, Spirit, won't you sing through me? Behind my walls I can feel so strong. With your love I can open up. I let go and I'm not alone. You appear and I fall into your arms. Love through me. Love through me. Use my heart, Spirit, won't you love through me? All around there is so much hurt. With your power we can heal our world. We let go and we're not alone. You appear and you heal us all.